Hello everyone, welcome back to the Blonde Psychic channel. Thank you for being with me, sticking with me, those that have stuck with me all the way through. If you're new here, welcome. Please also take the opportunity to like, subscribe and share. It would be thoroughly appreciated. Today's video is all about finding out about what you are at your core. And what's good about this reading is if you don't understand what makes you you, you're finding it a bit difficult to find out what the core of your being is. We're going to try and, find out within this reading what is at the core of your being, what makes you you. And what's unique about this, if you really don't get anything from this reading, as I said, some people resonate, some people don't, okay? So if you don't get anything from this reading, you can actually book a Starseed Origin reading from me, because our Starseeds are actually our first lives, okay? Starseeds, our Starseed life was our life we experienced before we had our past human lives on the earth. So this is where our core being comes from, our essential energy comes from, our first ever existence comes from. So yes, this will be aimed at a lot of people watching this from a lot of different groups. I'm going to try and get as lot of information as possible. So hopefully it resonates with people it's meant to resonate with. But as I said, if nothing pinpoints for you and you still want more information, go ahead and book an Origins reading with me, and I can help you with a more one-on-one advanced reading, okay? All right, let's see you in your groups. Timestamps will be below, and we will jump into your readings. Group 1, hello and welcome to your reading. Let's try and find out what is at the core of your being. What makes you you? What qualities make you you? As I said in the introduction, there could be a lot of qualities that come out, okay? And you may not resonate with all of them. You may resonate with all of them, you don't know. We're just trying to get to the core of your being and find out what kind of person you are from the corners of your soul, okay? What makes you unique? What makes you actually you? Going to start with your tarot messages and your starseed messages. What type of person is group 1 at their core? What can we tell them about their core being? As I said, if nothing resonates with you from this reading, that's completely okay. You can actually book a one-on-one Origins reading first, or a soul purpose reading, and find out more about your being at the core of your being, okay? That's a lot of cards. We're not taking all them. Take them. Is there 2 or 3 there too? All right, beautiful. Bottom of the deck, what do we have? Growth, okay? So you're someone who is naturally curious, someone who loves knowledge, loves learning, and really at the depth of their core is very knowledgeable. You like to learn things before you tackle them in a sense, and you like to learn all about the situation you're heading into before you throw yourself full pelt into the situation. All right, for your starseed messages, remember our starseeds are our first lives, and they help build the character we are today. The cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. So at the core, some of you are very heart-centered. And some of you are actually also very spiritual, okay? So we've had knowledge, spiritual, and heart-centered. So 3 things coming out about you and your core, which is a beautiful message to have. As I said, this is going to cover a lot of different people and a lot of different core. C-O-R-E, core. Calm down. I just got a flash of an apple core. How bizarre is that? But what I'm being drawn to in this card in particular is, look, it's coming from her core, from her soul, okay? So this is really touching on who you are at the core being, the person you are. You're made up of someone who is very loving and very spiritual, which is a beautiful card to have. So we got knowledge from the tarot deck, the bottom of the deck. So maybe you're very knowledgeable when it comes to your spirituality, and you really love spirituality as a whole, which is a beautiful thing. We also have a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. So for some of you, this is a brand new path you're on. Your awakening you're going through right now, and you're really finding yourself pulled towards this new spiritual path, and it's something you're absolutely loving. You probably would have watched my last 3 videos on awakening your level of consciousness. So I hope you enjoyed them. But this is you at the stage. You're awakening your core being. Your starseed within you is awakening. You're thirsty for knowledge. You want to find out who you are, and this is helping answer you. What kind of person you are at your core. So it's acknowledging the spiritual awakening you're going through, wanting to know more, wanting to delve more into this life and thrust yourself into this new path. Okay. It is a brand new beginning. As I said, you've got a new beginning twice now. So you've got Ace of Coins. So the universe is calling you in. You've been called in to raise your level of consciousness. And you're really thirsty for knowledge and wanting to find out about the core of your being. So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you book a one-on-one reading with me to get a really personalized, in-depth reading on what actually, in fact, is the center of your core one-on-one, rather than just a generalized view of it, because obviously I don't know who you are as a person, and that helps, but this is just touching on your story, and hopefully you can gauge some information from this and go deep within and discover who you are. Before this, you didn't want to take action. You were a very flighty person. You were just living your life day by day. I feel like you just had no plan for your human life. You were just living life day by day, no savings, no clue on what to do with your human life. You're a bit of a lost sheep. But now you've gone through this great awakening. I feel like you're discovering your why, and you're being called to actually take action towards this path and apply it to your life. Yes, discovery. I feel like this is a step up from the 2 of Wands. So you've already put the messages out there. You're wanting to evolve. You're wanting to escalate your life to further heights, to further horizons. And now your ships are coming in. You're really thirsty for knowledge, and you're wanting to discover who you are as a being, which is a beautiful thing to want to do. To better your life is always something positive. Do you know what I mean? And then you've got 5 of Emotions. So yes, saying goodbye to your past, letting go of your past, really concentrating on those 2 full cups ahead of you and taking control of your life and the direction it's going. And yes, doing it full forward. Look at that Chariot, full steam ahead. You're on this new path. You're thirsty for knowledge. Your spiritual self is awakening, and you are driven towards success, or finding out, what path you're actually on and who you are at your core, what your mission is here on this earth, and how can you add towards the awakening, the great awakening that's happening on this planet. Beautiful cards to receive, group 1. Now what I want to do also is get you some oracle cards, but I think your depth of your core actually is spirituality. This awakening is happening to you now, and you're being thrust into it, full felt, thirsty for knowledge, thirsty for this beautiful awakening, wanting to understand who you are, what is at your core. So again, if this doesn't help you, I apologize. Hopefully it has discovered your core, which is spirituality driven, awakening, want to go to the light more. But yeah, hopefully this can help answer some of your questions. If not, that's fine. Go ahead, contact me. I can give you some further information, or you can book a reading with me, one-on-one counseling session, and we can help you even more, okay? We've got the Forces Priestess. She has all the elements of nature on her side. She calls upon them to overcome her obstacles. She's the strongest of the worldly elements. We've got the Royal Priestess. She is a real-life princess that wanted a higher calling. Awakening. She uses her mind to manipulate others, especially those in positions of high authority. The Fairy Priestess. She is feared, dangerous, and powerful. She's a powerful being who was sometimes friendly to humans, but could also be cruel or mischievous. She is usually conceived as being characteristically beautiful. Okay, so you've got 3 cards of being very, very beautiful, and maybe using your beauty to your advantage, okay? Maybe this is in your human life. It could also be in your starseed life. You could have been a fairy. You could have been a fae. You could have been a crystal fae. You could be from a planet that was a mystical creature, okay? but you are very beautiful. There are many, many creatures that are beautiful and naturally beautiful. There's the Greek goddesses from Eridanus. There are the Fae from Parallel Universe. There are the Eridani Ayarcha tribe there. I've actually done a reading on them, so go see if any of the messages resonate them. The list is actually in my video list. There are so many beautiful star seeds, and it's saying that you were so beautiful within your first life, and maybe you carried this through your bloodline all the way down to the life that you're living now. But beauty is very important to you. It may even just be talking about spiritual beauty, and your soul is, just very beautiful, and you're known for having a beautiful nature and soul. But it really is talking more about your earthly looks, your human body, your outer appearance. You're very, very beautiful indeed. Do some research on, if you want to do external research, you can actually, my new book, Starseed Origins, is out. You can actually order that. It is book 1 of 2, and it will help you identify the different races I've mentioned for you, and you can read them and see if they awaken any memories further within your memory field, and you can actually research what race, starseed race, you come from, and if you have a particular mission on Earth. But again, I'm happy to assist you further with a reading. Just contact me if you're really curious and you're not awakening any memories within this reading, okay? Alright, so let's get you some more messages about who you are at your core. We've got quite a few messages already come out, so that's very helpful. Thank you, Source, for bringing these messages through. So these are spiritual messages. Again, bottom of the deck, fairies and folklore. Some of you are naturally called towards fairies. So you're definitely a fairy, some of you are, and fairies are very beautiful creatures. So some of you definitely are fairies. It's the second mention of fairies, okay? So yes, you are searching for your people. You're wanting to find your soul tribe, but it's more so much of you wanting to find yourself, discover your origins, find out who you are at the core of your being. So again, I won't be surprised if a lot of you book a one-on-one reading with me to find out who you are really at your core, and what your missions on this earth are. But again, you can do it for yourself. You can astral travel and find out. You can awaken memories from listening to readings or music, or even buying my book and reading about the star seeds that lie within them. There will be a website up soon. I am in the process of making that, and that will be another source of free information for people as well. It's not quite written yet, but because I've just finished the book and we're writing book 2. So I am very busy, but I always make time to get these videos done for you. So these are sort of hinting at what is at your core, okay? You've got a low vibration at the moment because you're very lost and you're still questioning who you are. That's why you're trying to find your people and really on that mission to wanting to find what your mission on this earth is, what this awakening is all about, and why you're feeling the things you're feeling. This is why you're turning to a medium and watching tarot readings, because you're searching for your people and wanting answers. Wow. Yeah, relax your mind. Follow the steps that I've mentioned previously during your reading. Know that you can take it one step at a time. I'd suggest that you watch this again. Get your pen and paper handy, and really write down all the steps that I've suggested for you to discover what is at your core, okay? Because if you understand what is at the core of your being, it makes your life a hell of a lot easier. You understand your values, you understand who you are as a person. That's why I suggest that people get a core reading to find out what starseed race they are, find out who they started their lives off as, and then get a past life reading as well, because that instills similar values, and it can explain overall who you are as a person, why you act and think and do the things you do now in your human life. And we can also discover what missions you have, what values you have, who you are at your core being. And again, it answers a lot of questions, and people like, wow, you've woken me up from this dream I've been living. And that's when it really comes in, and you need to learn how to blend the two worlds, your 5D, your past lives, and your human life that you're currently living together, okay? At the bottom of the deck, persuasive. I feel like a lot of you are non-believers, or you're still living and thinking with your realist brain, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't matter what stage of the awakening you're at. You have free will and you can choose to believe in whatever you want to believe in. But I feel like some of you need to be persuaded still. I'm not going to persuade you. You have free will. You either choose to believe or you don't. That is completely your decision, okay? But let's have a look at some more characteristics that make up your being. You are naturally a happy person, but sad because you don't know where you fit in this world, and you're currently on a mission, searching, trying to understand what is the bigger picture currently in your life. It does make you very angry within your life that you don't understand the transition and change you're going through, but then you forgive yourself as well, because you know that you will find your answers, but you're just very impatient. You really want to know what the answers are. What is this change, this transition you're going through? And you really are being called to by the universe to wake up, find out your core roots, core values, and assist yourself in your mission here on earth, okay? And then we've got caring. So you're a very caring and beautiful, compassionate person. You're very faithful and loyal. And impatient. Didn't I say very impatient? So these are the values also that describing the type of starseed that you stem from as well. As I said, there's already 2 mentions of fairy. So a lot of you could have been a fairy or a mystic. And a lot about beauty. So you were, I'm thinking a lot of you were feminine energy, and there are so many beautiful starseeds out there, the races. Once you read them and resonate with one, that is when you stop looking, okay? Once you get a reading done and you find out your origins, you stop. And then you have to learn how to blend the 2 together, okay? So for the core of your being, hang on. All right, I'm jumping ahead. I will stop. Let's check your energy. Let's do an energy check on you. Whoa, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. I'm going to tell you a story about a brand new race that I found for I did a reading for a lady who contacted me off YouTube. Her name was Rel. And, yeah, you even may be from her planet, okay? So, I know this is very realistic, and I've been saying it throughout your whole reading. But I think a lot of you will contact me to book a reading, Woman Holding a Coin, and you actually will book a one-on-one session with me because you're so eager to find out your roots, your origin, your core, and your story and your mission here on earth, that you're just too impatient and you want to know the truth, okay? You did work with a temple previously, and you worshipped at a temple or lived in a temple, and you were so happy in your starseed life, you didn't want to leave it. You were very reluctant to leave it and come to earth and complete your mission, but you know you had to for your highest good. And so I was telling the story of Rel, who got paid to book a one-on-one session with me. She actually didn't know. She went through my whole list of 230 plus starseed races that I've written about, and she identified with a few of the characteristics, but couldn't pinpoint one that she was actually, from a planet that she was from. And that's okay. There are 2,500 species out there. So you may be one that actually is unknown at this point in time, okay? So if it gets to that point and you book a one-on-one session with me, I can get your characteristics, your traits. I can research within the universe where I'm pulled to within the galaxy, within the star constellations, and I can channel a message also from my guides, from my followers, and I can actually channel your home planet. I will astral travel there and get your home planet for you. She ended up being from the Abel Mystics, which is actually a brand new, one of the largest black holes within the galaxy. But it's disappeared, so it's a very magical place. I don't want to say too much about it, but she was a shapeshifter who can transform into many different mystical creatures, and she has a specific mission to do here on earth. But yeah, once I told her that, her world is transformed, and she knows what her mission is. She's clarified. She knows what she is doing here on this earth now. She understands. She said as soon as I explained that to her, it's like a light bulb going off, and she felt like home straight away. So I urge you, if you don't know from this and you can't afford to book a reading, that's completely fine. Your core being is someone who was magnificently beautiful, someone who's kind, loving, and giving, someone who actually worshipped in a temple. You were very happy living your starseed life, and your core basis is very highly drawn to spirituality, okay? So again, if you don't want to book a reading with me, that's completely fine. You have free will as a human being, but I can channel your story for you and give you a clear guidance on your origins. You can purchase my book. Details are below in the description box, and you can channel and read through all the beautiful starseed races that I've discovered. And you can find out that way as well, resonate and awaken memories within your soul. Group 1, that was an honor reading. What is at your core? I hope this helped you awaken some memories from your lives, from your being, give you some more understanding of your being. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Hello, Group 2. Welcome to my reading. Thank you for being with me. Let's find out who you are at the core of your being, okay? So this will help you understand your starseed life a bit better and decipher a bit more about the core of your being and what makes you you. Let's find out, shall we? Well, you got 3, okay. Didn't really want to do 3, but we will take it. And I want to go ahead and shuffle your tarot. Group 2, who are they at their core? Usually they're getting doubles a lot. May have come from Gemini constellation, twins. Whoa, you got 3 there. What is going on with you guys? Have you got a lot of anxious energy? That's too many. Wanting to know really, really badly about what you are at your core being, who you are. That's too many. Why do you keep getting multiple cards? I think you guys have lived multiple starseed lives. To be honest, you're getting too many multiples. You either had a lot of past lives or a lot of starseed lives, okay? Bottom of the deck, what do we got? Another new beginning. Ace of Action. So you're really wanting to understand who you are at the core of your being, okay? This will help you understand. This reading will help you understand a lot about who you are and what makes you you, okay? The Ace of Action is all about a new beginning and being received an opportunity from the universe. So this is your opportunity to find out who you are at the core of your being. So what have we got here? Mr. or Mrs. got 3 cards. Star Ancestors. Hidden Secrets, Lost Wisdom, Look a Little Deeper. Oh, there's so many races on there too. And they are actually pyramids and ancient Egyptian symbols, okay? Some of you could have been from feline descent because they're actually... felines are the founding race of the human race, and they actually stem from Basket and Sekhmet, who were the gods of Egypt, okay? And they built the pyramids in their honor. So very, very big clues there. Let's have a look further, shall we? All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. So this is giving me big Mintarkin vibes as well. And as I said, if you watch the introduction to this video, there's going to be a lot of people watching this video. So I can't pinpoint it just specifically to one person, okay? If you'd like to book a one-on-one reading for me, I can do that for you for sure and find out about your origins and your missions here on earth and what's within your core and your past life values. If you'd like to book a one-on-one reading with me, details are in the description box. You can also take the clues I'm giving you from your reading, write them all down, and I actually have a whole book out now about Starseed origins, 230 of them. The link is in my description box, and you can take the notes and compare them to the different races that I've listed in the book. You can also, I am in the process of making a website, but that is not up as yet, okay? I'll advise everyone when it's up. But this is giving me huge Mintarkin vibes for a lot of you. So there obviously are a lot of different people watching this video. Emotional stability is very important to you. You're kind of missing home, and you always have the vibe, no matter where you move to, that you're never at home. Mintarkin is a deceased planet. The story is that the reptilian army actually defeated it, and now it's just a dead planet floating around in space. But it was a beautiful oceanic world. And people, descendants from there, once they fled the planet, were actually, some of them actually live in the Eridani Ayarcha. galaxy within Eridanus. Some of them, they spread throughout all different galaxies within the different planets within the galaxies. I knew what I was saying. And some of you are here on Earth as well. But your characteristics are very emotional, very never feel like you're at home, always missing home, always wanting to know where home was, and always wishing you could go back home as well. So we've got huge feline and huge Mintarkan vibes there. Activated Earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. And I think that's another reason why you're trusting in me to help you, lead you on your journey. And some of you may go on to book a one-on-one reading with me because you want to better understand who you are within your actual core. You want to understand where your core is leading you to and what your mission, specific mission on this earth is, okay? So I don't have a clear vibe just as yet. We'll go through your tarot and we will see if we can get any more clues, but there has been a mixture of a few already, okay? A few starseed races. You are holding on to the want and need and feel of wanting to be at home, and you never feel attuned with wherever you're living. You never feel satisfied. You're always fighting your here we go with my incense burning again. You always feel that you're never at home, you're never at peace. You're still searching and looking and wanting to find that home that you lost when you were on Mintark, and you're holding on to the feeling of not knowing and not wanting, and it makes you very angry sometimes, not knowing. But you know you need to take action and find out your origins to live a better life for yourself, okay? You want to find out your origins. You want to find out what makes you you. And you're letting it go, those feelings of uncertainty and non-believing and not knowing. You're letting them go, and you're going to find out who you are as a being. And once you find out, your sun is going to be shining. You're going to be sitting on top of your hill, pushing away all the non-believers and living your life in your true form, okay? Brand new beginning once you find out. Look, getting the clarity you need. Ace of Voices, the world. You will seek out and find out your starseed origins. You will understand your mission on this earth. You will understand more what makes you you. You will find out what your core is, what your values are. You will actually go on to discover what makes you you, and you'll feel like this light bulb has gone off in your head. You'll feel light, airy, breezy, and you will just feel like a whole brand new person, like you're living your authentic truth. You're living your truth. Wow. I'm actually going to wait to the end because I want some more clues, because it's still not clear to me, but the races are very clear. If you're resonating with this, the races are very clear, okay? The Royal Priestess. Oh my goodness. You got the same cards as Group 1. Royal Priestess. Really wanting a calling. Wanting to know who our origins are. Forceful, you're doing it with, you're very magical, you're very forceful, and you can control the elements. And fairy, so some of you were even fairy priestess as well. I can't believe you got the exact same cards as Group 1. So bizarre. So beauty is very important to you. A lot of you were very beautiful in your starseed life and still are in your human life today. And you also have a beautiful, kind, loving, giving soul as well. But fairy has come up. If it comes up in your spiritual cards as well, I'm just going to be blown away. But yeah, beauty is very important to you guys, and so is your soul. Not only do you have a beautiful outer appearance, but you have a beautiful soul. So as I was saying to Group 1, it's very similar. It's very uncanny, but it's very similar to Group 1. As I was saying to them, you stemmed from a beautiful, beautiful starseed race. Beauty and kindness are very important to you, and also learning the truth and living your authentic truth was as well. So I'll actually wait to the end because I still want some more clues, but I think I've given you guys a lot of options to find out what kind of starseed you are and what is at the core of your being, okay? Let's find out some more. Let's get your emotional side. Let's see what makes you truly you. Oh, look at them. We're going to take them, get some more information about what makes you you. What makes Group 2? them? What are they at their core? This is what we're really wanting to answer, okay? We have logical. So yes, some of you are very logical still. You're not believing in this fully, and it's like you need to be convinced about your starseed roots. But you are very caring and faithful and loyal, and you are really wanting to learn about the other side of you. You're staying very logical and you haven't booked a reading, or you haven't looked into it further because you simply have not believed enough. But I think even watching this video, your eyes are going to open. It's going to resonate with a lot of you, and you want to know what you are at your core quite a lot. So you will go on to find out, okay? So we've got, yes, you're vibing high. And you're getting honest with yourself. You are vibing extremely high, and you're very honest and realist, and you're going to let that logical side of your brain down. You're going to take a calm approach because you feel challenged, because you don't know the full story of you. You know that there's more to your life, but you don't know exactly what it is just yet. You can't pinpoint what is at your core, who you are, and what makes you you. We've got a kind of variety of races here, but we don't have a pinpoint of one particular core. Group 1 got I could pinpoint their core straight away, but yours, there's a lot of races here, and there's a lot of people, so that's why I'm waiting to the end. But once you find out, you'll be very joyous, and it'll give you the clarity to your life, and you'll learn how to balance the two, your human and your 5D self, and just live in beautiful new perspective life that is true to you. Whoa, okay. Okay, thanks for some clues. We're just going to check your energy here, and then I'm going to, I want one more. Then I'm going to piece the puzzle pieces together. Okay, so we've got 2 mentions of hearts here, okay? And a lot of you are being very logical and don't want to know. You're feeling all tied up, but you will be coming out of this feeling. And as I said, letting your hair down and really finding out about your other self, which is your starseed self, your past lives, who you were in the past, okay? But there's 3 messages about hearts. One's a broken heart, one's a daughter romance, and one's yin and yang. So I think you have beautiful energy, you have a beautiful heart, kind, loving soul, and you are authentic with your feelings. I just cannot pinpoint what your core is, because there are so many different races here. We've got Mintarkan, we've got Feline, we have some from Orion, we have Fairy, we have, what else do we have? Eridanus, we have Olympic Eridanus, we have Eridanus Ayacha. We have so many different cores and values here. You could be from a number of these starseed races. I'm going to ask for some clarification. Just let me pack these cards up. I need some more clues. If I had to pinpoint one right now, like group 1's was so easy, I could pinpoint it straight away because it was very similar. So I think a lot more people are actually going to pick on group 2. That's why it's such a broad variety of people. So I really need you guys to go and research the races to see if they, resonate with you, and then we can pinpoint your core from then on. But I'm actually going to, can we have some more clarification, just a bit more of a clue? They're saying, nope, too many races, they're not all the same. All right, can we just have one? Okay. We've got spiritual again, yes, okay. So again, it's very spiritual for you. This is group 1. They got card. We asked for clarity. We got it. So it all stems from you being very spiritual and really wanting to open your soul up to the opportunity of knowing who you are at the core, okay? So again, spiritual here for you, as well as all of the other ones that I've actually mentioned. So thank you for clarifying that. It is spiritual also for you guys, group 2, but I say but because there are so many people and so many different races mentioned here that it could also be a number of other things as well. But I would go and watch this video back. I would write down all of the things that I've mentioned, and all the different races and do some further research, okay? Because there are so many watching this group 2 that I just can't pinpoint it to one specifically. Yes, spirituality is there when we ask for clarification, but there are so many races here that I cannot pinpoint it to one. I can explain the characteristics of those starseed races, but you are from one of those races or maybe a few of them, okay? If you'd like to book a reading with me, a one-on-one reading, that's fine. I can explore your story a bit more further. If not, have a look out for the book or do some external research and let me know how you go, okay? Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Group 3, hi and welcome to your reading about what kind of person you are at your core. Now, group 1s, we could identify their core quite easily, okay? Group 2s was not so easy because we had so many starseed races within group 2 that there was just too much energy to pinpoint a core of their being. When we asked for clarification, it was spirituality as group 1 got, but the problem was too many people would have chosen pile 2 and there are too many races, so more research needs to be done, unfortunately, but that's okay. We will try our best and help you as much as we can. What I suggest to you guys is you pause this, you go get a pen and paper. I'm going to give you ideas on how to pinpoint your starseed self, find out more about your starseed self, and I'm going to explore a lot of your values as well. Your core values, who you are as a person, what make you you, okay? Okay, I'm going to put them back in because they... Okay. Let's just sage. Please sage. Let's start again. Well, they are all just coming out now. Group 3. What kind of person are they at their core? You guys are eager to know, aren't you? Make sure you got your pen and paper so you can write down the clues I'm giving you. All right, we've got 2. Beautiful, that's what we want, 2. And then I want to get your tarot out as well. Sage, 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 sage. They're like, hurry up. I want to know. We're getting there, we're getting there. 2. Three. I don't know why I'm singing it. 4. Bottom of the deck we have, yes, 3 of action. So you're very curious. You want to know, as I said, you're very anxious. You want to know. It's like, tell me, tell me, tell me. You've gone on the journey of finding out. Maybe you even know your starseed race. You've put a lot of thought and interest into who you are as a core, like who you are at your core and what makes you you. So you're very intrigued about who you are as a person overall, which is a beautiful thing to be. Always inquisitive, always wanting to know. Very knowledgeable as well. Let's have a look at your starseed messages. The Seas of Mintaka. Seeing potential, bringing unconscious to the light. So some of you are definitely Mintakan descendants. Now, Mintaka is a deceased planet. They are a deceased race. Sorry, they are not a deceased race. They are a deceased planet. So what happened was the reptilians actually destroyed their home planet. It was a beautiful oceanic planet full of water. So very emotional stability is very important to you guys. So your core could be emotional strength. So that's a good, beautiful thing to have. So Mintaka, once their planet was destroyed, they actually fled throughout the galaxy to different home planets. And some of you are even here on Earth, okay? So I think at the core could even be emotional stability for a lot of you. Portal, doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. So yes, you are in fact on this adventure of finding out who you are, but some of you could definitely be Mintakan descent and emotional stability is at your core. Thank you for giving me a break this time, universe, and actually giving me the advice straight up. We had to fight for it in group 2, so I think a lot of people would have been drawn to group 2 rather than 1 and 3. But yeah, you're daydreaming. You want to know who you are at your core. You want to know who you are as a person, to bring this a beautiful emotional balance within your life, because your core is emotional stability, and you are great when it comes to love. You're hopeful when it comes to love and your emotional balance. You know that if something doesn't serve you, you just walk away from it, give it the finger and look towards the future. And you're full steam ahead when it comes to something that's not working in your life. You're good at leaving it behind. You're good at, taking the steps towards bettering your life. So again, very, very hopeful, because the star is all about hope and, wanting to discover your true meaning and knowing that, emotional stability is your core. And now we're just adding to your story, which is amazing. You're emotionally balanced. You know what you want. You know it won't let anyone interfere with your emotional side. If someone's not there being your number one cheerleader, they have to go. Your emotional balance is your strength. So good on you for being that kind of person. And I feel like even when you go through serious pain or emotions, you still can heal yourself and get through it, because you're so strong. And you may be even from Mintaka, and you're just this strong, beautiful wild beast. I'm surprised maybe some of you could be Leos, or have a fire sign. You're very strong-willed. A lot of you could be water signs as well. Dragon priestess. You could be of dragon descent or a mystical descent. Again, royal priestess. She's come out for every reading. And inner child. So we are getting some different answers now, but I definitely think a lot of you are emotional strength, emotional support that is at your core. But we're actually getting some advice of different races now as well, which is good. So we've got inner child. You could be from Gemini. You could be a Poloxian. They are actually all about play and having fun and, acting like a child, and innocent fun is their agenda. And then the royal priestess, this is just talking about your strength and knowing there is more to your life, and wanting to fulfill your destiny in a sense, and find out who you are as a human being and apply that to your life, so you can find out your mission here on earth and explore that and apply it to your human life, and have a beautiful, balanced overall life within your life, blending your two lives together perfectly. And we got dragon priestess. Okay, so this say some of you could have a dark side. Some of you could be from a dragonoid, reptilian background, and now you've come to the light. So you can actually have more than 2 starseed lives. It could be a big possibility for some of you, but some of you could have actually just saying this is your darker side, and you're good at identifying the shadow aspects of your life that are no longer working for you, and you're good at slaying it like a dragon and putting an end to the things that aren't working in your life, okay? So take it as it resonates. You have free will, remember that, okay? Very fascinating story. But if you want to know more about your story, I'm happy to channel a message for you. I'm happy to help you understand your story more. You need to book a one-on-one session with me though. Angels are helping you. So your angels and your guides are sending you messages. Again, fairies and folklore. Some of you could be mystical background as well. Listen to your inner voice. Your inner voice, when I'm mentioning things, that's why I said get a pen and paper and write it down. Your inner voice will be just telling you when something is resonating with you, okay? Automatic writing. So some of you would, if you know how to channel, you can actually get in touch with your guides, and actually they can be a scribe, and you can actually write down or journal, and they will journal through you, and you can actually write down what is at your core. So that is a good outlet for you to try and discover more about yourself as well, your overall being, and who you were at your past life, and Starseed Life at your core, in a sense, who you were, what makes you you. This is fascinating. I'm glad I decided to do this as a topic. All right, let's find more about your emotional side. What makes group 3 themselves? Oh, Jesus. They all fell out. Okay, I'll take them once. Okay, so it's saying when you're very depressed, you always have a desire to, hang on. When you're very depressed, you're always good at healing yourself. This is the second time I've said it now for your reading. You're very good at healing yourself and knowing what does and does not work for you within your life, so you can make things either work for you or not work for you. You're very emotional, balanced being. I don't know why I struggle with that word so much. So you know what's working for you and not working for you. Maybe you do go through times of depression because you want to know what makes you you. Okay? Desire. Yes, you desire, and you have like a thirst for knowledge. You want to know what your mission here on earth is and how you can balance your starseed self, your awakened self with your human life. And it will happen. Just be patient with the process. It will happen, okay? And we also have challenged. Do you feel challenged to make this your mission and find out what your mission is and what kind of starseed you are? I feel like your logical brain is really kicking in and saying really having a hard time accepting this. But the other side of you, I feel like you're torn in two. Your logical brain is telling you, no, this is not real, but your awakened self is really focused on the task and really wanting to go full steam ahead into discovering what your mission is here on earth and who you are as a being. That is exactly what is going on for you, okay? Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, let's get some energy cards for you guys. Okay. You have, all right, bottom of the deck. I wasn't going to show you. I was like, let's get on with it. But I've been called and told off for not showing you. Indecision. You really want to, that's what I said. You're fighting your logical self right now. You've got to make the decision to walk forward and walk towards your true calling, okay? You will walk away from your logical side and you will go on this mission to find out what your mission here is on earth. You are very nature driven. You love nature and being out in nature. You love the sun in particular and beautiful gardens. Money is not important to you. You hate money and financial constraints. You don't care if you're poor as long as you have the basic things you need, as long as you can reconnect with nature, get out in nature and do the things you love that don't cost any money. That fulfills you enough within your world. So you're not materialistic at all, which is a beautiful thing, okay? But I can actually give you an answer. Like I couldn't really give group 2, who I feel really bad about it, but I can only read what the cards tell me. And you guys are indeed emotional strength, emotional beings. Your core strength is emotional. What am I going to try and say here? I don't know why why am I struggling with this word so much? Emotional stability. Emotional well-balanced. You are from Mintarkin, a lot of you, but there were hints of other star races as well. If you would like to further research star races, I do have a book out. The details are below in the information box. You can order it and read up about your beautiful races as well. We are having a second book release in December, which will be more detailed and actually be illustrated. This book isn't illustrated. It's just origins only. But if you are curious about reading more about your races, I highly recommend you get the book and have a read. If you'd like to book a one-on-one reading with me, I'm happy to do that for you as well. Contact details are in the detail box below. But emotional stability. Emotional stability, I'll finally get it at the end of your reading. Of course I do. Oh my God, blonde psychic, hello. Emotional stability is at your core, is your strength, okay? It's what makes you you. I hope you enjoyed your reading group 3. It was a pleasure bringing it to you. Take care of yourselves. Bye.